Hey guys, it's Caitlin. We're here for day 2 of the Blogoversary pre-party. I got some more great questions for you, so here they are. My cousin Stephanie asks, if you had to choose between watching The Orphan or one of the Saw movies, which one would it be? Well, Stephanie, she knows I hate scary movies with my whole heart. I don't watch them. I stay very far away from them. But somehow, I have watched The Orphan and I have watched a Saw movie. And I hated them both. Really, I sat and watched them, but watched used loosely because I covered my eyes and ears the whole entire time. Ugh, they're just so gross and freaky and they made me jump. I didn't like that. So, to choose one of them, I guess it would have to be The Orphan because there's at least something besides scary. There's a little bit of mystery. You're trying to figure out if this girl's just a demented kid or some crazy psychotic killer. The Saw movies are just plain gross. All the blood and gore. Can't handle that. Not at all. Hate them. Hate scary movies. Alright, just a YA girl asked, if you could time travel, what year would you travel to and why? I suck at history. I suck at dates. I suck at remembering what history happened on what dates. So I can only guess what time periods I'd like to go to. 1920s, Vixen, a book that I love, takes place during that time period. And I love the short hair and the speakeasies and the flapper style. I would totally love to be a part of that. I would hate to be alive during the Great Depression, which I'm guessing happens after the 1920s. Maybe during, I don't know. But the early 1920s would be cool. Renaissance time would be awesome. I love going to the Renaissance Festival and watching the jousting and dressing up. Yeah, total nerd like that, but they're so much fun. I would hate to be a part of that at the same time though, because their personal hygiene is disgusting. Ugh, they don't shower, they throw you know what in the streets. Yeah, that would be a drawback for sure. But probably Renaissance and 1920s. Katie asks what songs fit your favorite book right now? Choose two? Oh god. Okay, I love Forget You by Jennifer Eccles, and the song that fits that book perfectly is Sparks Fly by Taylor Swift. I've mentioned that a few times on the blog actually. I could listen to that song and read that book all day, all the time. They're both so great. Another one is Jellicoe Road by Melina Marchetta. Definitely reminds me of Daughter of the Sun by Windsor Drive. I love Windsor Drive. They're a new favorite for me. But that song in particular fits the book so perfectly. Something about it. The words mention a boy and a girl on the roadside, and that reminds me of the flashbacks of Jellicoe Road a lot. Joe asks, what is your favorite band of all time? We the Kings. Oh, simple as that. I love them. Have always loved them. Have seen them way too many times in concerts, bought too many of their t-shirts, but I don't see that ending anytime soon. I listen to their music all the time. It makes me happy. Never fails. Listen to them, really. You should, because they're super good. I do have second favorites and ones that I can go to all the time as well, but they don't quite live up to We the Kings for me. Neri asks, if you could adapt one book into a movie, which would you choose? Alright, there's a few. Obviously, I like to break the rules and choose more than one. Number 1, Divergent by Veronica Roth. Oh, so cool. It is a super cool book. My first dystopian novel. Yeah, that's right. Haven't read The Hunger Games yet, so I really could care less if those were made into a movie. But Divergent was awesome. I love the descriptions of how the world works, and oh, it just would be so cool to see that on the big screen. Plus the characters, I really didn't get a good description of them, and usually I can picture characters in my head super well, but not for that book. I would love to see who they would choose for certain people. Like to put a face to a name, if you know what I mean. Alright, Katie asks, what time of day, week, month, year do you read the most? Oh boy. Time of day, at night, after all the craziness known as my life has settled down. Once the brothers are asleep and everything, I can just pick up a book, lay in bed, and read until I fall asleep. The time of week, whenever I don't have work, sometimes I'm working 4 days a week, sometimes 6, sometimes none. So if I don't have a whole lot of work to do, I can just like pick up a book and read it and be lazy all day long. So that's pretty awesome. The month, there's nothing in particular, just whenever I have free time. During the year though, the summer months for sure, because I don't have school. I like to be able to take a break during summer and do what I want to do. I'm still busy, but there's a lot more time to have like towards reading books. Alright, Sheila Lee asks, how many books do you think you read a year? I wish I could impress you guys with like some huge crazy amount, like 200, even 100, but no. I'm at about 80. I had set a goal for 100, but I got sick of Goodreads telling me every single day, you are 5 books behind, you are now 7 books behind, you are now 12 books behind on your goal. Yeah, that drove me insane, so I decided to change it to 80, and now I'm right on track. So I'm hoping to get to 80 this year. That would be awesome to reach that goal, and then maybe get to 100 next year. Those people who read like 100 or more a year, good for them. I'm so proud of you guys. Don't know how you do it, but tell me, maybe. I'd like to know. Alright, Barbara asks, if you knew you were going to be stranded on a deserted island for a month, which 3 authors would you take with you and why? Alright, guys. Use my brain on this one. Really, you're going to be impressed. Okay, I would take an author of a book of how to survive in the wild. You know, basic skills, how to build fire, get shelter, find food, all that stuff. Because honestly, I'm going to want to know how to take care of myself with no other human help around. Next, author of a book of how to build a boat out of island materials. I'd probably want to get off this deserted island somehow, so that would be awesome. And in case author number 2 sucks at their job, I want an author of a book of what foods you can eat in the wilderness. Because I like food more than any human probably should. So I'd want to know what I can and cannot eat. That would be nice. See? Perfect. Perfect answer right there. Next is from Just a YA Girl. My blog is 1 now. Where do I see it in the future when it turns 2? I would love to have more book reviews, more giveaways, more author interviews. I want to start my own features sometime down the road. But if that stuff doesn't happen, I will be fine. I like where things are right now. I like the people who take the time to comment on my blog and the authors who take the time to ask me to review their books. Things are going great right now. I could always go for more blog posts though. Who knows? We'll see what happens. And then last but not least for today, Sarah E. asks, how many books do you own that are on your to-be-read list? Oh gosh. Can you see behind me? Can you see that big shelf back there? Yep, bottom 3 are books that I own that I haven't read yet. Right now it's at 99, and I have 9 more books coming in the mail this week. It's bad. I'm terrible at that. I'm sure there's people with more than me though, so that makes me feel a little better, right? Books on my just plain to be read list, don't necessarily have them, is 1,469. And that's if Goodreads is not lying to me. Yeah, that's a lot. Way too many. We'll probably never get to those in my lifetime, but I just like to mark them as to read, so if I'm out shopping one day and I'm like, oh, I wonder if I know about this book already, I can just like look it up really quick. So that's it for today. I was a lot less nervous for this vlog. Made it through yesterday's just fine. Thanks for stopping by, and don't forget to come back tomorrow for another vlog and a giveaway. Yay! Thanks guys, bye.